Hello guys, this is Nelson, and today I'm going to show you how to draw a face. You're going to need a pencil. I use Stittler, that's my weapon of choice, an eraser, any eraser would do, and of course a sketchbook or a blank sheet of paper. So let's begin. One thing you need to notice about drawing sketches, especially when you're drawing with pencils, is to be careful not to press down too hard on the paper. You want to be able to erase whenever you make a mistake. So you want to grab the pencil softly, gently, and kind of draw down softly so it doesn't create a dark line. Try to keep it very simple. First thing you need to do is draw a circle, and then what you're going to do is draw a line just right at the middle, a horizontal line, and then you're going to measure that bottom line, and you're going to determine where the shin is. Now this is all just guidelines. You can make the shin line longer or shorter. It all depends on what you really want. And then you're going to go and draw the jaw, which again, this is I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I'm drawing a female. Females tend to have a smaller jaw line than guys would do. Men tend to have a rougher, more square jawline. So after you've done that, you're going to draw a line right in the middle of the face of the character, a horizontal line, and then you're going to draw a vertical line right in the middle. This will determine where the eyes would be and where everything is, like the nose and the mouth should be in terms of the positioning in the middle. So you're going to mark where the nose would be and then the mouth. So for the eyes, you're going to separate that line into 5 spaces. That will determine where the eyes should be. When it comes to drawing eyes, don't worry about it too much. There's a lot of awesome tutorials out there you can use and examples. I recommend you guys use a lot of a lot of photo references or references from other artists. I tend to draw female eyes a little wider than men. Then you're going to draw a line going down from the inside of the eye towards down, and this will determine the length of the nose. Again, like if this is a female, her nose is going to be a little smaller than usually a guy is, so I kind of kept it a little bit more simple. Doesn't have to be anything elaborate. I'm going to erase all those guidelines when you have it all said and done, and you're going to start giving it a little bit more detail. Again, nothing too big, just keep it simple for these first steps. So then once you got the nose down, you're going to draw a line going from the eye, the middle of the eye, all the way down, and that will determine the width of the lips of the character. Now in this example, I've made it, when you draw a mouth, for instance, it's gonna have like a shape of an M, and then you draw the lower lip, which is kind of like a half of a circle, and the upper lip is again another M on top of that middle M. I erased it here because I felt like the lips were a little too low, so I went back and drew it again a little higher, and this time I decided to do the lips a little bit smaller than what the guideline was telling me, simply because I find some of the female lips to be more attractive smaller. I didn't want her to look like she has some sort of plastic surgery or something like that. So now you're going to add a little bit of detail, darken those lines a little bit. And this line that I'm drawing right here where the nose is going to determine where the ears start and the ears end. The ears basically start where the eye is and ends at the bottom of the nose. Then you're going to find where the hairline is and draw a line across it. Here I'm drawing more details to the eyes, the eyelids, of course. Then from the inside, you're going to draw a line up. Now again, keep it simple, not too hard. That line will determine where the eyebrows should be. Again, this is all guidelines. You can do whatever you want. You can make small eyebrows, short eyebrows, unibrows. I mean, it's your choice. But for the sake of this video, I'm showing you how to use these guidelines to create a character. Usually I use reference photos, but for this one I'm just using the guidelines and the fundamentals to show you how to do the simple face of a female. Now you're gonna draw the inside of the eye, nothing too small or too big, just about right. I don't know, Japanese tend to have their characters have really wide eyes. They say that eyes represent the windows of the soul. I don't know if that's true, but if you notice, most of the eyes of the characters have big eyes, which represent the good characters. Usually evil characters have kind of squinted, smaller eyes. I guess representing that they are hiding something or they're evil. But anyways, I guess a lot of comic book artists are starting to use kind of that same principles as the Japanese do. So for the hair can be a little tricky. When it comes to the hair, I like to use, again, photo references. But for this character specifically, I wanted to do something different. Usually draw females with a lot of long hair, but I wanted to go more of a punk rock approach with these characters. I don't know why it is, but I find females to have short hair to be, I don't know, attractive. I guess it's that rebellious attitude of like not conforming to the system, not, just have short hair, and I don't know, something attractive about it. Maybe it's just me. So you're going to draw the hair starting from that hairline that I just drawn before. You're gonna add some eyelashes that would help determine that she's also a female. Not to mention that the lips kind of give that away, but anyways, I like eyelashes. Eyelashes are cool. You find eyelashes cool? I find them cool. So you're gonna keep on adding more detail to the hair, of course. Hair's tricky. I tend to have problems sometimes drawing hair, but I recommend when you draw hair, again, use reference, but also draw hair in long lines. Don't chop it all off. Don't do small lines. Do long lines, wavy lines. That's what I learned about drawing hair. Drawing hair is very, different. People have different styles. Also, when it comes to drawing ears, ears are very weird. You notice that ears are very different. If you look at them too long, they start to look really weird. So I don't focus too much on ears sometimes. I just kind of draw a, regular, generic lines into the ear. Try not to focus too much on that right now. You're gonna draw the shoulders, because this is a female. I would say probably in her 16 or 17, she has smaller shoulders. You're gonna start, now is when you're gonna start adding some detail. And for the lips, I tend to do this. I want to darken the lips, but I need to have some space to show that there's some lighting source coming from the left in this case. So I'm going to darken here, and you'll realize that I left a spot there, which I don't darken, that will represent the light. You keep darkening those lips, adding more detail, add some more shadow. Of course, the lighting is coming from her left side, meaning that the shadow should be on the right side of her face. Again, nothing too heavy, something very simple. Keep it simple, keep it soft, and as you keep going, you keep darkening a little bit as you go. Add more detail to the hair. For some odd reason, this character this face that I just drew kind of reminded me of, Christina Applegate. You guys tell me that she looks like Christina Applegate when she was young back in the 90s? I don't know. Kind of does look like her a little bit. I don't know, maybe I was thinking of her. Christina Applegate's a beautiful woman, by the way. Beautiful woman. She used to be in that TV show Married with Children. She was quite funny, very attractive. Anyway, so you keep adding some shadows, and this video is almost done. I hope you guys learned something from this little tutorial. Please tell me, guys, if you want me to do more tutorials, like show you how to draw hands and stuff like that, or faces. I'm gonna do another tutorial to show you how to draw male faces. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. You have a wonderful day and God bless. Bye bye.